こんにちは、桜優です。Welcome to my second vlog. So today we're going to talk about Hollywood since I'm here. And yes, it is about racism in Hollywood. All right. First of all, do I think Hollywood a racist? The answer is actually no. Right. Well, okay. So the reason I wanted to talk about this is probably last 6 months or so, I've been hearing a lot about like, you know, racism in Hollywood. It's been a while since they started talking about diversity in actors and actresses because, it's technically all the shows and the movies they should reflect real life, and there are so many minorities, and in the movie the ratio of the certain race is like much higher than others, and it's not reflecting the reality. So they've been doing a lot of actually TV stations, they do diversity casting, so they're trying. All right, I just wanted to acknowledge that. And so the last 6 months, the last Academy Award, an Oscar, remember the hashtag Oscar so white? Yes, it was a lot of white faces on the stage. And yeah, and I think a little bit before that, the movie based on Japanese animation, they cast the main character, who was supposed to be a Japanese girl, but it turns out to be Scarlett Johansson, white female famous actress, and I love her, so I have nothing against her. And I heard from my friend who works in the animation business in Japan, and this my source said, because the animation is based on the future, so it could have been better if it was an Asian character, but it won't be too big a problem if it's Scarlett Johansson. That's what she told me. So I don't know. People say it's a digital yellow face. I don't know if you heard that, but digitally they try to make her look like Asian. But I don't know if it's an equivalent of like the past example of like white actors paint their face black and try to be a black person. So I don't know if it's that bad. Then also, lately, uh, there is a controversy on the internet because my favorite actor, Matt Damon, one of my favorite actors, Matt Damon is starring in this like major Chinese-based film. It's about the Great Wall, so it's like 1,000 years old, history of 1,000 years ago. It's about the Great Wall. Then he plays one of the heroes that in that era. And I read a statement made by the director of the movie, and I believe the character, the story itself, it's based on the history, but the story has some fictions as well. Then he is a fictional character, so it's not like he's trying to be Chinese. It's like the plot of Last Samurai, right? Tom Cruise was became one of the samurais in Japan, but there was a story. It was fictional. I don't know if it's like totally believable or not, but it's not like he pretend to be Japanese. So I believe it's the same scenario. And the director of this Chinese movie, he wanted us to look at the positive side that they are making this like major film about Chinese history, and then they're trying to sell it like internationally. Of course, that's better than just being a Chinese movie sold in China. I want it to be global. I want everybody to watch it. So as a business decision, and he said it doesn't really go against his artistic choice. So as a business decision, why not? If you hear Matt Damon, even if you're not interested in China, oh, I want to go see Matt Damon, I'll go. So that's how Hollywood works. You want star names so that you get audience. So the problem here that we owe minority actors, like we don't get cast in movies. Yes, I wish I could get could gotten more roles. I hope wish more roles are open to Asian as well. Actually, a lot of roles lately they say all ethnicity, so unless it has to be in a certain color. But yeah, I wish I had more roles, but it goes for everyone. Being actor, actresses, an actress in Hollywood, it's tough. I've seen a lot of Caucasian male actors out of job. So it's not just us. Everybody is looking for a job in Hollywood. So is it more tough on us? Maybe, maybe not. Because I get calls for like they're looking for like specific ethnicity, Asian or Japanese, in particular, and those roles it's only for a small group of us. So we have some advantage as well. And well, if you start talk about unfairness, like female movie stars, like even Caucasian, like they get paid much less than male stars. So when you start to talk about what's fair, what's not fair, I I think that's like there's no end. And the point is, Hollywood, although it has a big effect, like politically or in our culture as well, because it's supposed to reflect our reality, but it's still business. You have to make money in order for the studios to make more movies. So being it should be an example, but I mean they're doing business too, and a lot of studio executives and producers, and they, as much as they care about the art of films, they need to make money to keep surviving. So and a lot of them think, there's bugs, sorry, a lot of them think that Caucasian movie stars make more money, and maybe it's true because it's that's people familiar with. So you can't deny that. It's not like the producers say, "Oh, I hate like Asian actors," or those non-Caucasian actors. It's not cast them. Just do everybody in white. No, they cast those actors because they think it's more money in there, and then maybe they think they're the better actors. I don't know. So, but I totally understand, and I want you to understand our frustration that we would like to be more norm, more familiar face on TV. Then it doesn't. It has to start from casting. So I want you to know that wish we had Hollywood has more approach as well. But in order to do that, we have to work as well. It's like I always feel like to work against fight against racism, you cannot force them to love us. Well, I mean us. I mean, let's say if I was in a group of minority who's being discriminated, I cannot say I know you hate me, but it's not right. You have to love me. That doesn't sound realistic. Instead, I would say, well, why don't you start with accepting me, that you don't feel strange around me, you feel normal like looking at Asian faces on screen, then we can work our way up. So for us to keep shouting on social media or any other outlet that, oh, we are so discriminated and Hollywood is not doing right, but like I said, Hollywood is not, it's not a law enforcement. It cannot always do what's right. We have to prove that we are good actors, and being Asian is not, you know, if you go to a certain length, like being Asian, it's not that factor that's going to stop us. You know what I mean? And look at the on the opposite side. but there are so many like minority movies. There are Asian movies, black movies, Latin movies. Then we can just keep making our own movies because people would appreciate us working uh, or like culturally based movies. But you don't see white movies. You can't. Well, there's like a bug in here. Sorry. So you cannot make Caucasian movie. Then it's not politically right now. So I hate to say this, but we have this advantage to create more based on our ethnicity. So we cannot just keep blaming the the creators who chose Caucasian because they think it's more syllable, or they might think that they're good actors. I don't know. So I think okay, it's my personal opinion, my job, and I hope some other minority actors agree that as much as it's important that we establish our skin color to be a brand, at the same time I think we really need to work on something that's bigger than that, like be be like something, you make something universally agreeable. What I'm trying to say is there is a role, there are a lot of roles that's open ethnicity, that's it can be anyone. So be a good actor and you go grab it. And if people find you like connected with you on a deeper level than, oh, she's an Asian, she's an exotic, da da da. No, something deeper, could be like emotional level or human level. I think that opens more door for us rather than forcing them to hire us because that's what's right. And yeah, so well, I might lose some of my Asian friends when I say this, but I think that's true. And I'm a foreigner here. I'm originally from Japan, so I might have a different view than other like Asian American actors. But you know what? A lot of my friends, Asian American actors, they book jobs that's not even written for Asian roles. They work their ass off. So I believe I don't like people like always complaining on like internet or in person that we're Asians, we're Japanese, we don't get cast, blah blah blah. Like, but you have to go out there and you establish yourself, you market yourself. There are like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. You can PR yourself. You are just a good actor. So that's my take on this. And okay, I was thinking about this example, but it sounds kind of mean, but I'll say it anyway. So it's like I don't want this to be our like fat girl syndrome. I can say it because I used to be fat girl. So I was full of like this like self hatred, right? So okay, oh my god, I'm so fat, therefore I'm ugly. No one likes me, and it's just you cover yourself with this like big like clothes that's not even pretty, that I didn't even try to look pretty, and I just buried my face in the book because no one likes me. That's not gonna help me. I mean, do you see all those like a plus size models right now? They're pretty, they're beautiful, they're full of confidence, and they know what they're doing, and they have this attitude. Oh, you don't like me? Oh, sorry, did I say that? Well, basically that's what they're saying. So that's attractive, right? Yeah. So I don't want this trend to be this like our fat girl syndrome. I being okay, there are two things you can do. If you believe that skinny is the only way to be beautiful, you have to just do whatever to be skinny, right? Or like I said, some other people do, you realize that, wait, it's not really just a one factor. It doesn't matter. You decided you're pretty, you're beautiful, and you just go out there and be beautiful. Because there's no law, you have to be skinny to be beautiful, right? Anyway, so that mentality I want us to have, and I hope some minority actors who are watching this agree that don't use it as an excuse that we don't get hired or we cannot do certain things. Then don't approach them. Oh, I'm fat. I'm this. I'm that. I know it's not the best thing. It's not the good thing, but you should love me anyway. So you can't ask people to like you if you approach like that. So I am hoping that I would just keep proving myself and improving myself as an actor. Period. Being Asian, being a woman, that's my identity, but that's not my selling point. I would like to just, go beyond that. Then you would be able to communicate with the bigger audience, and people feel familiar with you. It's not going to be strange to see me on screen. Then you can work your way up, and like a lot of other minority actors are doing. So that's why I've been kind of silent about this. I'm not going to complain. I think it's unfair. Yes, I do. But we have to, the only way to solve it is just, keep working and to the direction that we will be also considered as a bankable, sellable, good actors that you want to see on screen. That's it. So the answer to the question, is Hollywood racist? I say no. Then I have a optimistic view about it. It may happen during my lifetime. It may not. I don't know. But just keep working and see how it goes. All right. So thank you for watching my second vlog, and we'll come back when I want to say something else. All right. Thank you so much. Bye. またね。